Well, what's going on, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Business Every Day. I'm really excited to reveal a new business venture, a new project, and as you probably can tell, I got my hands in a bunch of little things, and here's another one. So, I purchased a 2011 Chevy Equinox. This is the 2.4 liter, 4-cylinder, front-wheel drive. It's got a rebuilt title. I purchased this vehicle actually about a year and a half ago over COVID, and I started to rebuild the engine because the engine had blown on it, a valve had issues, and so I started the process of rebuilding it. In that process, I found out there was so much more wrong with it than I had anticipated, and so it sat because right at that same time, I actually purchased my primary home. That's a whole nother story that I'll have to get into sometime. But this car sat for nearly 18 months, and I just recently had it moved to my house this past week, and now it is time to get back in it and get this project done. I have not decided yet whether or not I'm going to continue on with an overhaul on the motor, whether or not I'll be buying a motor, or whether or not I will be buying a whole nother car off of Copart that's been rear-ended or something like that. I haven't priced out what the used car prices, engines, and stuff like that in the last few months, and so I need to figure that out. The first step in this process is, one, getting it here, and then cleaning it, and so that is what we are going to do now. Getting delivery. It is finally here, guys. Our mess of a car, the 2011 Chevy Equinox. It is the 2.5 liter, and it is just a wreck, but it's my wreck, and it's going to be a fun project. Alright guys, looks can be super deceiving because it is like 39 degrees out and I'm freezing cold. But this is the next project. We're going to clean it up first and see where it takes us. But I wanted to get it clean because it just got above freezing yesterday, actually, for the first time in a few days. And so I want to go ahead and get this thing sprayed off, cleaned off, get all the mildew and algae that it's been sitting idle for almost 2 years, and yeah, we're gonna bring it back to life, so let's get to it. Well, there you have it, guys. The first step in getting this car back on the road is cleaning it, seeing the mess that we actually have, and then getting into the mechanics of it. Like I said, I'm not sure whether or not I will be doing an engine overhaul, an engine replacement, or a whole nother car, pulling the engine out, putting it in this one. It's still to be determined. But it's going to be interesting, and I'm going to show you guys everything that I know mechanically that will go into this project. I very well might call in some helping hands that are far more knowledgeable about motors, engines, and everything cars than I am, and so you'll get to meet them as well. But for now, there is the project. I gotta say thank you so much to my grandmother for giving me this electric pressure washer for Christmas. It is so much nicer than my gas-powered pressure washer. Well, so much easier to handle, and you just plug it in and then you go. You don't have to worry about carburetors and all that wonderful stuff. So, it's clean, and now we gotta work on it. So, stay tuned for more episodes on the Chevy Equinox as we get this thing sorted out, back on the road, and eventually sold. Thank you so much for tuning in. Catch you next time.